Hey guys, it's MollyPop, and for today's video I'm going to be showing you where the 7 Stardrops are in Stardew Valley. And I was able to get most of them except I believe one I wasn't able to get, but I will tell you how to get it. Some were hard and some were easy, but for the most part it's pretty achievable. I'm going to be showing you where to find these on my special farm that I use for videos, just in case you were wondering why I have 680 bombs. I was messing around. But I have found at least 3 or 4 of the Stardrops in my regular farm, so it is pretty easy to do when you're not using a bunch of mods. So number 1 out of 7 Stardrops is in the mines, and it's on level 100 of the mines, and they don't become available to explore until the 5th of spring, so you can get started then. But it does take some time to reach level 100, and that's not even the last level of the mines. But there you see the message. It just tells you that you have thoughts of whatever it was that you chose in the beginning when you made your farm that you like. I put movies just as something basic. I do love movies though. This one is not overly complicated to get. It's just gonna take a lot of time, and make sure you check out my 35 tips for Stardew Valley because it will give you some tips about mining that will definitely help you get to the Stardrop a lot quicker. The second Stardrop I'm going to tell you about is in the Secret Woods, which you will need a steel axe for, and you can get a steel axe by upgrading your regular one. You will need to upgrade it first to a copper axe, which is 2,000 gold and 5 copper bars, and you can do that with Clint. It takes about 2 days, and then once you have a copper axe, you can go back to him again and get upgraded to a steel axe, which is 5,000 gold and 5 iron bars. So once you have a steel axe, you can go ahead and go over to the Secret Woods. It's right below your farm. If in context, it's where Marnie's ranch is. If you head on over to the left and go through here, I'm a little trapped because I've been letting this town and my farm just grow and grow since it's just for my videos. But in the top left corner over here, you can see the giant piece of wood that you're gonna have to cut down. And this piece of wood will also give you lots of hardwood as well. But once you've gotten that out of the way, you can now enter into the Secret Woods. And we got a secret note, but I'll tell you about that in an upcoming video. So, don't pay attention, but once we enter into the Secret Woods, there's gonna be some slimes and hardwood stumps, so we're gonna go all the way into the statue, Old Master Cannoli, and he's gonna say that he's still searching for the sweetest taste. So that must mean he's looking for something super duper sweet, and I'm gonna guess that we've gotta give him something sweet in order to get the Stardrop from him. So what we need to do now is find the sweet thing he's talking about, and when we go to the traveling cart right over here, which is only there on Friday and Sunday, but the merchant sells rare seeds, which can be anywhere from 600 gold to 1,000 gold, and that rare seed will grow sweet gemberry, and you can only grow it in the fall. So if you want the rare seed, make sure you're checking every Friday and Sunday. Probably I would do it starting in the summer because you're gonna need to grow it starting the first day of fall. And when the rare seed is done growing, it will give you a sweet gemberry that you can give to the statue. So I checked the traveling cart quite a few times just to see how common it would show up, and it took a long time before it did show up. But then usually they would start getting a little more common. But for the sake of the video, I'm just gonna use my item spawner mod and get the sweet gemberry just to show you guys. So now we have the sweet gemberry, and we're gonna go ahead and give it to old Master Cannoli and see what he says. So here I give it to him, and his eyes turn a very creepy red. So let's see if he says anything. Oh, and there is the star drop. And it does give the same message each and every time. And I also did forget to mention this, but each star drop gives you 34 points of energy permanently. And so that means there are 7 star drops and each give you 34. So if you get all of them, you will gain about 508 energy total, like forever. And you start off with, you start off with 270 energy in the beginning of the game, and then all star drops are 238 points, so then you will end up with 508 energy points, which is a lot. Now the third star drop you're most likely to find is going to be at the Stardew Valley Fair, which is always on Tuesday the 16th of fall every single year. In order to get this star drop, you're gonna have to get a whole bunch of star tokens. Now there are multiple ways to do this. You can make a box. You're gonna need 9 items. And if you win or get second place, third place, you will get a certain amount of star tokens. I didn't really have anything since I'm not actively playing this farm, but I have heard that if you put the mayor's purple shorts in, you will get 750 star tokens, and that he will react a little interesting. So let's see what he says. Okay, well, he's gonna judge it first, and we will see what he says when he sees his oh so cute purple shorts on display for the whole entire town to see. Okay, he's done judging, so let's see what he says. Oh, you! Was that some kind of sick prank? Those are very private. Well, I'm not disappointed with how he responded, but it does look like we got 750 star tokens just from his shorts. Now there are other ways to get star tokens if you don't want to embarrass the mayor, and so we're gonna go over them. There is this wheel that you can bet star tokens on, whether the arrow will land on green or orange. I decided to bet it all, and as you can imagine, guess what happened? I unfortunately lost and lost all of my star tokens, but that's okay because we do have some other options. There is a fishing game you can do that I do like a lot, and it's usually what I do when I do this fair, just because it's pretty easy and you can get star tokens fast. And here you can see me being dumb, and I didn't go all the way up to the pond. But they do give you about a minute and a half, I believe, to catch as many fish as you can, and if you do it perfectly, you get extra points. But you will have to do it quite a few times to get to 2,000 star tokens. I would say about 20 times if you do perfectly every single time. But if you're not a fisher, I do have two other options for you. And you can do the strength test, which all you have to do is hit this piece of stone as close as you can to the top. So when the red bar reaches close to the top or at the very top, you want to hit it. I suck at this game, so I don't do it, but if you're good at it, then it's a great way to earn star tokens. But if you suck like me, then I have one very last option for you, and it's gonna be an expensive one. You can always buy star tokens for 50 gold for 1 star token. So that amounts to about 100,000 gold for 2,000 star tokens. And you can only buy 999 at a time. So keep that in mind. But I don't have that kind of money, so I'm just gonna go ahead and give it to myself so you guys can see how to get the star drop. So now that we have 2,000 star tokens, we're gonna go back to the shop and claim our star drop. And there you have it. It's pretty simple. It is time consuming, and it does give the same message yet again. But you do have higher energy than you did last time. So I say that's worth it. So the 4th star drop that you can get is going to require some of your time, and that is by marrying somebody. So I chose Alex just because he's just one of the people that I've met so far. And I already have 8 hearts with him, so I'm going to buy a bouquet and then go ahead and give him that. Because in order to marry him, I'm gonna need him to be my boyfriend first of all. So now I am going to go find him, because how can you marry somebody if you haven't even seen them? But here he is, so, oh wait, there's Sebastian. I'm gonna go marry him instead, actually. I've been waiting for him to come out of his room for days so that I can meet him and make our hearts go up so that I can give him a bouquet instead, because he's a cutie. So there we go. Forget Alex. We're gonna give it to Sebastian instead. So here we go. Look at him. He's adorable. So cute. Alright, so now that we've given Sebastian the bouquet, we're gonna need to do something a little more to get to marriage. So you do have to be at 10 hearts, and you're gonna need something called the mermaid's pendant, I believe. But that it has to be a rainy day, and you have to go to the beach and buy it from this very mysterious person that's there every single rainy day. Okay, so it's finally a rainy day and we're at the beach and we're gonna get the pennant. Oh, but I forgot I never fixed this board. So all we need is 300 pieces of wood, and then you have to, because the guy can only be found over on this area. So we're gonna cheat a little bit for the sake of the video and give us some wood, and now it should be fixed so that we can make it across and to this guy. So let's go talk to him. Okay, he's not ready to sell it to me yet, which makes me think I'm forgetting something. Oh, and I've just realized what it is. I don't have 10 hearts with Sebastian yet, and I do need to upgrade my house first. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and we are gonna try again. Okay, so we have 10 hearts with Sebastian, and we upgraded the house, and now we can get the mermaid's pendant. And the reasoning for the house by you need to upgrade the house is because you can't really marry somebody and have a single twin bed because they're not going to fit in the bed. So make sure your house is upgraded before you go and try to not bend, oh my gosh, buy the pendant. And so now that we have the pendant, I'm gonna go ahead and ask Sebastian to marry me. Okay, let's hope he says yes. And aw, look at him. He's so cute. He said yes, and so now we're gonna get married, and we are one step closer to getting the star drop. But unfortunately, that is not the last step. You do need to go a little bit further after marriage, because in order to get the star drop you need to reach 13 hearts. There are only 12 hearts when you marry somebody, but there is a secret 13th heart if you give them enough presents. The best way to make the relationship go up faster is to give them something that they absolutely love every single day. And don't forget to talk to them and kiss them. And don't make the same mistake I made. I thought that you could only give your husband or wife 2 gifts per week, but when they are your husband or wife, you can give them a gift every single day. So make sure you do that because it will go by a lot faster. And I do believe it's about 200 something points for each heart. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments below, but I believe it's somewhere around there. So I will let you guys know when I hit the 13th heart and we can get that star drop. Okay, so we're on the 12th heart, getting closer to the 13th. Oh, and yes, he gave us the star drop. So now we are 34 points of energy closer to the max. This one is really easy to get, but it is time consuming, so just stay patient. But there we have the same message that we have been getting every single time that we get another star drop. Now for the 5th star drop, this one is pretty lengthy as well, and you need to donate all items to the museum. And that is about 95 artifacts to fill the museum up. And for the 6th star drop, it's related to the museum as well. You're only gonna need 60 artifacts for that one. But back to this one. So I did use the item spawner to get all 95 artifacts. And so when you fill up the museum with all 95, you can go back to Gunther, and when you go to Gunther, there will be a star drop that you can collect. And I know I didn't show you this to you earlier, but when you hover over the star drop, it says a mysterious fruit that empowers those who eat it. The flavor is like a dream, a powerful personal experience, yet difficult to describe to others. And it does give you 250 energy and 100 health when you take it, plus 34 permanent energy. So sorry that I forgot to mention that earlier, but now you know. So now we're going to eat it, of course, and it will give us the same message per usual, like the last 4 star drops we got. For the 6th star drop, it also has to do with the museum, and that is to donate 60 artifacts to the museum. And then when you do that, Gunther will come to your house the next day telling you, oh, thank you for all the artifacts, we appreciate it, and then we're being honored. And then he'll act like that's all, and he will start to leave like he is now, but then he's gonna say he forgot something. and he will give you the key to the sewer that has been locked away in the museum's vault forever. So now that you have the key to the sewer, which by the way is going to be in your wallet, and in the sewer there will be a cute little monster that's friendly, and his name is Krobus. And he sells lots of different things, one of which includes a Stardrop. And now in order to get the Stardrop from Krobus, you're gonna have to pay him 20,000 gold. So you might have to save up for a bit with that one. But I'm going to go ahead and give myself that money so that we can buy the Stardrop and see the same message for the 6th time. And our energy, of course, went up just like we expected it to. Although it is a very cool scene when it does happen, and I do like the color purple. It is my favorite. But there you have it, pretty straightforward and simple, but yet again, very time consuming. And Krobus does sell some other stuff, which is extremely expensive, so have fun saving up for those. The very last Stardrop we are going to talk about is from Willy. And now this is probably the hardest Stardrop to get, I think, out of all 7. All the others are time consuming, and don't get me wrong, this one is time consuming also, but it's not only time consuming, but it's hard. And in order to get this one, you're gonna have to get the Master Angler achievement. And in order to get that achievement, it's straightforward, but you're gonna have to get every single fish there is in the game. And there are a lot of them in the river, the lake, the ocean, secret woods, even in the mines. And for some of them, it has to be during certain weather. And on top of all the regular fish, which by the way, even some of those are pretty hard to catch, you're gonna have to get 5 legendary fish. And I'm working on this in my regular game. I've come maybe halfway or a little more than halfway, but it's taking a lot of time, and some of these fish are so hard to catch, and that is without mods, I might say. So I did try to get this by just taking the items from the item spawner and then selling them so it looked like I caught it, but you cannot do this. So I'm sorry to say that we won't be able to see this very last Stardrop, but I hope you guys are able to get this one, and I will be doing a fishing guide video later on, so I really hope that helps you in your quest to get this very last Stardrop. And if you do manage to catch all of these fish, the way you're gonna get the Stardrop is after you gain the Master Angler achievement, Willy is gonna send you a letter in the mail with the Stardrop in the letter. And then that's it. You have the very last Stardrop in your hands. But that's it for today, so I hope this video helped you find all 7 Stardrops. And if you have any questions on how to find them, feel free to drop a comment below. I'm always so glad to help you guys. And if you liked any of the mods you saw in this video, I will be posting the link to them in the description below. But if you liked this video, then please give me a thumbs up. And if you want to see more videos like this, then hit that subscribe button. See you next time!